What's up, nerds? We're your hosts. I am Chad.
And I am Jake. This is our weekly podcast where we explore the world of nerd from TV, movies, games, comics, news, and books.
We will give you our opinions, theories, and oftentimes spoilers.
We will also have friends and experts as guests on the show to elaborate further on those topics.
But be prepared. We like to have a few drinks, so buckle up.
If you want to support our show, like, share, and subscribe wherever you enjoy your podcasts.
You can also become a premium subscriber over at buymeacoffee.com/allthingsnerd.
So let's get into it. This is the All Things Nerd podcast.
Nerd. Welcome, nerds, to the All Things Nerd podcast, your weekly dive into all things nerd. Jake, I really hope that you had a good week. But, we might get into it. But what we're going to do is we're going to jump into our first topic. And with that, cheers. Yum.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Well, before we get started, I guess technically getting started here, we want to talk about the Super Bowl. It was last night. For those listening, normally record on Saturdays. Irrelevant, whatever. Last night was the Super Bowl, Sunday. Today is Monday. We're recording a couple days late because we wanted to talk about the trailers and stuff like that happened during the Super Bowl. But first, we want to talk very briefly about the Super Bowl. Who won, the shenanigans, stuff like that.
It's amazing. Taylor Swift won a Grammy and the Super Bowl so close together. Like,
I'm not even mad about the Taylor Swift thing. I love Taylor Swift.
I love Taylor Swift. I'm totally kidding. I just wanted...
The more they show her, the better. For those of you that are mad about seeing Taylor Swift rather than watching Patrick Mahomes touch, another guy's butt while he's waiting for balls, I don't get what you're so mad about.
It's a good way to phrase that.
Show Taylor and Blake Lively. Ice Spice was up there, and she did the devil horns, which was dope, and held up her upside down cross. Fuck yeah.
And it was funny because we were texting like during the pregame. You're like, oh, they showed Taylor Swift again. They showed her like 4 or 5 times during the game. Granted, I was on my phone a lot because I didn't care too much about the...
Before you say more, it was a lot.
But for like 4 hours, 5 seconds here and there, like maybe a minute.
Again, I'm not complaining. I don't give a shit. I'm just saying
I find it hilarious how mad people get about it. Like, over the course of 4 hours, you had to see this very successful, great role model, very smart businesswoman that is also attractive for like a minute spread out over 4 hours. Like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
But along those lines, I mean, the Chiefs won. Bit of a bummer. I mean,
I won't get into it. I won't get into it. I wanted the 49ers to win, but not for the reasons that Fragile Men wanted the 49ers to win.
Because the T-Swift stuff?
You'll get there. Okay.
Yeah. No, that's not why I wanted the 49ers to win either. But
yeah. a lot of people only wanted the 49ers to win because of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. And it's like, okay, shut the fuck up.
After the game, they switched out their red hat for a different red hat. So, like,
I'm a Minnesota
matter.
Sports fan, so, like, you and I both are. So, I will always root for the underdog because we're going to be underdogs for the rest of our lives.
Mm-hmm.
And Purdy, dude, even though he didn't win or they didn't win, it is impressive what that kid did. He was a third string quarterback, last drafted in the entire draft. He was the last person drafted out of the draft. He came on as a third string quarterback and then took his team to the Super Bowl at 23 years old. That is so fucking impressive.
Yeah.
Like, it is sad watching them lose because, like, you can see it on his face. Like, it was a bummer, blah, blah, blah. But, dude, what you did should be fucking, pat yourself on the shoulder because that was fucking amazing. On the back, I meant. That is amazing.
But also, like, the fact that he was the last draft pick for San Francisco, 2 years ago?
Mhm.
Just him getting to the Super Bowl in a starting position was history. There's been a couple of, like, walk-offs, non-drafted people, Kurt Warner, stuff like that have made it to the Super Bowl. But the fact that, that's never been done before.
Yeah. And
he was incredible in college. Like, he's a good football player. Sorry for cutting you off.
He's going to be great. That's why the point I was trying to make was that it sucks that you didn't win, but he shouldn't, like, beat himself up about that because the fact that you're so young and you're so talented already, like, you're gonna win a Super Bowl, bud. Just give it time.
Yeah.
But there was also some stuff. I don't want to get into it too much. I won't get into it at all, actually. But there is some stuff. There was some stuff that didn't make sense. There was some math that didn't math.
Yeah, it's called Common Core. It's a different kind of math. We didn't learn it. No, there was some not great calls and stuff like that. But, at the end of the day, the Chiefs are a great team. Congrats to them. But it would have been nice to see someone else win. Yeah. More. Roll your eyes harder, please.
It's really hard for me to root for crybabies. When you're a grown man throwing temper, and I'm talking Mahomes, Kelsey, Tom Brady, any of those fucking grown ass men throwing temper tantrums.
Yes.
Oh God, I don't even want to.
Well, we don't have our tinfoil hats, so we can't properly talk about Karen Rodgers, and we've been vaccinated, so, like, he's not going to listen anyways. So
it just pisses me off. It's like, dude, shut the fuck. You're a fucking millionaire. Win or lose, you're a millionaire. Quit fucking crying about it.
Plus,
like,
especially the Chiefs with, like, that core lineup with all their endorsements and stuff like that. Like, yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I had Kelsey on my fantasy team.
He's fantastic. I've seen different.
He's kind of a bitch, though. Like, getting in your coach's face, the way that he got in
outbreaks, particularly, but
the way he got in his coach's face, not cool, unacceptable.
Yeah, super not cool.
Like, I would have, I'm not a coach, but if I was a coach, I'd be like, you want to act like a baby? Corner, you're done. You're done.
Yeah.
Sit down. Put your nose in the corner for the rest of the game.
And
done. I don't give a shit about you.
Even though that's the right thing to do for an outbreak like that, guess who would have been fired this morning?
You think so? I don't think so. Because, dude, there was...
You bench a superstar because
Kelsey barely fucking did anything in that game.
Oh, I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm talking about the way that the corporation of the NFL and the coaching and the organizations. Yeah,
I think Pacheco, is that how you say his name?
The running back?
He Adrian Petersoned that team on his back that game.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. Like, Kelsey touched the ball like maybe 10 times for like a total of like
50 yards.
Like if that. Like, you didn't do shit. You're not as cool as...
Through the first half, he had 3 touches and 1 yard.
Yeah. So annoying. Anyway,
good for him. Good for him for
actually,
averaging 12
this is going to be kind of a
inches.
short episode for us, so I'm fine talking about this. I was laughing. I literally was like cracking up to I say to myself, Nicole was sitting next to me, but she doesn't give a shit about football, so it was definitely to myself. During like the second quarter, they were talking about like what was it? Is Tony Romo and God damn it, who was the other guy?
I feel so bad.
Whatever. The commentators are talking about it, and they're like talking about Patrick Mahomes, and they're like, man, yeah, this guy, he's so precise. He's so good at getting out of the pocket and like this and that. And I was like, he's been sacked like 6 times, and we're only in the second quarter. What are you fucking talking about? Like, the 49ers are up his ass. What are you fucking talking?
A handful of them, I guess, weren't considered sacks because either he threw them.
I don't give a flying fuck.
Right, because he like had to throw them away.
That dude ate AstroTurf or grass. I don't know what that field is made out of. That dude ate green all fucking day for the first half of that game. Yeah. And they're like, oh, he's so good at getting out of the pocket and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no, he's fucking not. He's fucking hit the ground so many times.
In the second half was really interesting because, sorry to our listeners, this is not our normal thing, but we love sports. But you can be nerdy about sports, clearly. Tony Romo was even talking about how like they kept forcing him. They say east and west, which just means sideline to sideline, instead of when he goes on the run. And, you know, if he starts breaking one way, the thing is to get him to turn around because then that causes confusion, more likely loss of yards, whatever. And they're just like, yeah, that's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. And then in the second half, especially in the fourth quarter, Mahomes did turn into classic Mahomes where he was just going east to west and like making ridiculous, even short passes, but completely upending their argument of like, this is how you stop Mahomes. Yeah. It's like, was he listening to the broadcast? Like, because I'm pretty sure that he was.
It's pretty funny. There is for the 49ers, no, you guys played your hearts out, and I think you guys should have won that game. But fucking Christian McCaffrey, dude, by the end of the game, he was so fucking beat up and bloody. I'm like, dude, like, this guy just fucking did everything.
I'm pretty sure
both his elbows were just bleeding. He's covered in paint and mud and grass stains, and everybody else's jerseys were just fucking bright white. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, this fucking guy. It was
either quarter 3 or the very start of quarter 4 where he took just like a small little screen pass. You know, like he hadn't crossed the line of scrimmage, catches the ball, runs, and either a safety or, you know, someone from the Chiefs. I don't know if it was a D-back, whatever. They like drop their shoulder to make the tackle, and he drops his shoulder to match him. And then because McCaffrey is a fucking beast, the dude from the Chiefs had to be taken out of the game because I'm pretty sure that when their shoulders collided, the guy in the Chiefs' shoulder dislocated because they showed it on replay and in slow-mo, and you just see their shoulders connect, and Caffrey's just like, and then the other dude's just like, clunk, and then goes down, and you're like, oh no, bud.
For those of you that are not sports fans, you can skip this part. What are we at time-wise?
Like 10 minutes. We're fine.
Okay, so you can skip the first 10 minutes of this.
Like how that's at the end of the 10 minutes.
Yeah. Skip the first 10 minutes of this, and we're going to talk about some real nerd shit. We're going to talk about the trailers that got dropped during the Super Bowl, and I think we should save the best for last.
Yeah, we can come back to that, which is hilarious because it was the first fucking commercial.
Yeah.
Not even just the first commercial break.
Yeah.
The first commercial after kickoff. But yeah, let's hop right into Twisters.
Twisters. What's it? Glenn Powell.
He is
blowing up. Good for him.
Yeah.
He's a good looking guy. He's doing. I think he's a good actor. Like, I'm good with it.
He does
Good for
play the arrogant, cocky dude very well. I'm sure
Yeah.
it's not a stretch for him. I would hope that he's a good person in real life too. But celebrities. But he's having like a glow up of a fucking year, or
Who
the past couple
was
of years.
I already forgot who was the female in that.
I can pull it up.
I could too, actually.
Um,
I forget. I did someone famous. But the
Uh,
movie is that
Daisy
What is
Edgar
it?
Jones. Is that who you're
Oh,
thinking of?
the girl from
or Kiernan.
yeah.
Kiernan
Yeah,
Shipka.
Daisy Edgar Jones. Yeah, she was in Fresh with Bucky Barnes, better known as
yeah. Sebastian Stan.
That movie is fucked up. I won't get into that. That's not what we're talking about. But um yeah, yeah. This is it looks like a actual reboot, not a continuation, but they did name the movie Twisters instead of Twister.
Yeah.
So slightly confusing. It looks interesting. I want to see it. I remember when Twister came out. I went and saw it. My brother and I went and saw it, and it was super good. Bill Paxton, Philip Seymour Hoffman, great cast.
Oh, I forgot that Philip Seymour Hoffman was in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm. Oh, what was the other
I mean,
Helen? No, not Helen.
there's Kiernan Shipka.
Helen Hunt. It was Helen Hunt. Yeah.
Oh, in the original.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'll stop now.
I thought you were asking about who else was on the cast for
Yeah.
the new one. Katie O'Brien, David Cornsweet. Is in
No,
this as well.
Corn Sweat's in there.
Yeah.
God damn it! Oh, it's a Superman origin story.
Oh,
It's in Kansas.
does
and
that
he's
mean
just running-
Glenn Powell is that Jonathan? He playing Jonathan?
Jonathan Kent. No, he's too young.
Thanks for ruining that one. I'm just kidding.
Jonathan.
See what you did there. That was good.
Yeah. Recovery successful.
Task
What
failed
else we got?
successfully. We got it was kind of a teaser, but it elongated some of the things that we've already seen in previous trailers for, is it Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes? It's
Yeah.
a long fucking title.
Oh, it's just gonna keep going.
Yeah. Rise of the World of the Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, Part 4. Don't worry, that's 12 movies from now. This movie looks awesome. I've been loving all of them.
Yeah, I'm so stoked on these. When I found out recently, this was just like a month or two ago, found out that Nicole hadn't seen any of them, so I made her watch all of them in preparation for this movie. Sorry.
Astroglide.
So I'm really excited about this. I'm a little confused. We talked about it a little bit. I'm a little confused about the timeline of it because I guess the synopsis makes it seem like the main ape is Caesar's son, but then it also says that it's 300 years after Caesar died. So I'm like, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Chimpanzees don't live that long.
Yeah. So I'm not really sure
Unless
what.
they're altered.
I'm sure it'll tell us in the movie, but
Unless
up
it's
until
like
then,
Julius
I have
the
no
Second.
fucking clue. But I think it looks really good. I'm really excited for it. And I know that I mentioned this when we first saw the trailer for it, but they show the apes on the beachfront, which is where in the original Planet of the Apes takes place, is like on the coastline.
Yeah.
Yeah, you damn dirty apes. Yeah, like that's like that scene is. So I feel like it's coming like full circle, like to that, which would be dope.
That would be dope.
You think it'll be Mark Wahlberg? Because he is technically in the franchise.
Yeah, with
When
Helena Bonham Carter and
No, I'm talking in the first movie with Franco, they show the ship that Wahlberg is in on TV launching into space.
yeah.
Yeah, so
But
technically,
if it's 300
he-
years, unless
but he goes through a wormhole, and then he lands back on Earth
I
after
didn't watch the Mark
the
Wahlberg one.
apes have taken over. I'm just saying.
It could.
I'm curious if that will come full circle, and he's the. Maybe that'll be like the end scene of this movie will be Mark Wahlberg going, "You damn dirty apes." That would be fucking cool. That would be cool. Even though the Mark Wahlberg movie was trash, it would be cool to see it like
Yeah.
come all the way back around. But
Talk about this next one, just because I haven't seen any of these.
none?
No.
Oh, buddy, you
And
gotta get
I'm
on that.
very
They're
upset
so
about
good.
it, especially recently, because there's been so much hype around it.
Yeah. The Kung Fu Panda 4. We got a trailer for that. I'm excited about it. I've seen all of them. I love them. I love making Nicole watch movies that she hasn't seen. She hadn't seen any of those, and I was like, all right, we're binging them, but yeah, Kung Fu Panda 4. These are very famous, very popular franchise, and we get a fourth one. This one, the main villain is called the Chameleon, and what he does is he or she, I'm not sure, I didn't pay that close attention, unfortunately. I assume, whatever. Anyways, he can manipulate any past foe that Poe, Jack Black's character, the panda, has fought. So he can be any of those bad guys in this movie, which I think is really cool. So I don't know much else about it. It was a very short preview, but it looks great. I
Yeah.
love these movies. I didn't watch any of the spin-off TV shows or anything like that, but the movies, fantastic.
Awesome. Do you want to take the next one as well? Because I'm very excited for the one after that.
Sure.
Okay.
Shogun. Oh, we talked about it a while ago when we first got like a teaser for it. It's called Shogun. It's coming to Hulu. Hulu?
Yeah. Hulu and
FX on Hulu, whatever. But it looks fucking crazy, dude. It's like The Last Samurai, but without Tom Cruise and white people. It looks really fucking good.
So like the fall of feudal Japan.
Yeah, I'm really excited about this. That drops on the 27th of this month. So
Yeah. And that is
yeah.
a TV series and show.
yeah,
So it's not
yes.
it's not a film or movie, whatever. But it looks sweet. Especially because now Warrior is up in the air. I love martial arts
Mhm.
like based shows and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and it looks sweet. And then we got a trailer for Wicked Part 1. If you can't tell, the Part 1 part is the thing that bums me out the most.
Green.
Yeah. It's just, first off, the soundtrack to Wicked, the Broadway musical, absolutely amazing. I'm so stoked to see this on the screen. It looks
Defying gravity.
it
Kiss me goodbye.
exactly. So if you care to find me, I am going to be going and seeing this movie. Yeah, the graphics on it looks great. A little bummed that it's Ariana Grande. just because I don't care for her. I can't deny that she has a great singing voice.
I'm gonna let you finish, and then I'm gonna.
I'm just not a huge Ariana Grande fan, but I cannot deny that she has a fantastic singing voice. So I'm sure that in a musical, it's going to be okay. Also, the reason that I'm not a huge fan of Ariana Grande as an actor is probably because Dan Snyder was a creep from Nickelodeon. So there's that. The other thing is, why part one? Why are you doing this in multiple parts? If they can put it into a 3-hour long Broadway musical show, do a 3-hour long movie. Make it. You can let it be a little bit long. That's totally fine. I'll sit through a.
I'm gonna fight you so hard on this. Keep going.
Go for it. That's kind of where I'm at with it. So
Cool.
Fight me.
I'm not gonna fight you that hard, but why would you not like Ariana Grande based on Dan Schneider?
Well, I'm saying that because Dan Snyder was a creep, that he made her character very childish. Because he's Can I say this without demonetizing a video? I'm just gonna say it anyways. He's a pedophile. Would make her literally on camera, put her feet in her mouth.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's a true judge of her acting capabilities or if he's just a creep.
It was a Disney show. Come on. But okay, I'm not a Ariana Grande fan. Okay, I don't listen to her music. I'm not a whatever, but I think she's talented. I have seen a couple different videos, specifically on either Jimmy Fallon or something or the other, another late night television show, where they give her, I think it was Kelly Clarkson, the Kelly Clarkson show, where they give her different artists or in different songs, like this artist, this song, this style, make it a thing, and holy balls, that girl can actually sing.
Yeah, I'm not arguing her singing skill.
No, it's okay.
It's the
You got
acting
your part. You got your part.
Okay.
You got your part. Told you. I told you. I got you.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
So, what was the other thing you said?
Why is it a part one?
Oh yeah, because
Money.
it's gonna be awesome. Because look at Lord of the Rings. Look at any great book or play, whatever, turned into a movie that is fantastic. I think it's a good play. I think Harry Potter, splitting it up, you know what I mean? Like, I think that it's a smart move for them, and as long as they don't do it in a boring way, to split it up like that, I think this is a smart play. I think I want more of it. I don't want it to be a one and done thing. I personally want it to be 2 movies. I think it's to be great. I'm excited for it. I don't know about Ariana Grande's acting capabilities, but the girl can sing. And like you said, it's a musical, so it's probably going to be great. I remember maybe about a month ago, I had my honorable mention was Nicole and I were watching The Outsider.
Vaguely, yeah.
Yeah, with shit, I can't think of his name now. Ben Mendelsohn. And there's like a body snatching or body copying kind of whatever. Anyways, it's on HBO Max. Really good show. Go watch it. But the girl playing is it Elphaba the Bad Witch?
That plays I believe
The Green Witch.
Yeah.
That is the girl from The Outsider, which is really cool. So I haven't seen her in much before or since The Outsider, so I was really excited to see her on the trailer for that. I was like, yo, that's the girl from The Outsider. And Nicole knew what I was talking about because I forced her to watch The Outsider.
That's hilarious.
I'm really excited about it, and I personally think it's really cool that they're turning it into two movies, a two-part thing. So,
Okay, I will concede on that, because I do believe that if they're, the music's going to be amazing, why not do it? That's all I
mean, if you can make The Hobbit three-hour
it
movies,
never
then
should have been, because it brought in two different books of outside material.
I knew that was gonna set you off. I'm so sorry. Sorry for our listeners. I was trying to provoke him, and I did it. It worked.
Congrats.
Oh,
I
that
mean, but
made
you
me
also
happy.
referenced, like Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter, where like it was a book per movie, which made sense. I know that Wicked is based off of a book that is a prequel, so I don't know. I haven't read that book. I don't know how long that book is. This might make sense. I just know that there's a Broadway musical that covers this story. And if people can sit through that, they should be able to sit through it all in one movie. But
Have you seen Wicked?
no, it's on my bucket list.
I haven't either, and I think before this movie comes out, well, that might not be possible. I would, because
I
I'm
would
like,
love to.
where would it be?
Broadway.
I could have seen it in Las Vegas when I was there years ago, and the people that I was there with were not into that. And that was kind of a bummer.
The worst. The first time I went to New York. Oh, sorry. Continue.
No, sorry. I really want to see that. So
Yeah, I do too. The first time that I went to New York, I did get the opportunity to go and see two plays on Broadway. But I was there with my ex. I got to pick one. She got to pick one. The one she picked was trash. It was Anastasia. Not that on a play.
Anastasia's not bad.
Not that, like, on Broadway, whatever. But, I wanted to go see The Phantom of the Opera. So good. I would have loved to have seen more, like, boom, this is Broadway musicals. And she didn't want to go see Wicked. She got to pick her own. And I was like, well, I said that we're going to go see Phantom of the Opera. And she was like, why are they only singing? I was like, because it's an opera. Weird. I know. Anyways,
But-
let's move on.
Your mom's doing great now, and
Oh, shut up.
sorry, Tracy.
That's right. You call her out by name.
You go.
And then we did get a... That's so weird. My mom literally just texted me. I was like, oh my God, your ears are burning. No, we did get a... more, again, kind of like a teaser trailer, because the actual trailer did drop earlier in the week, but for A Quiet Place, day one. Shit, this looks good.
I love these movies.
Yeah. It is a new director. No longer John Krasinski.
He's still producer though.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah,
'Cause,
yeah, this is baby.
Yeah. Sinoski. I can't think of his first name. Is directing Michael Sarnoski. Sorry. Who might know him from directing the movie Pig with
Cage.
Nicolas Cage. Supposedly that movie's phenomenal. I saw it and I was like, not for me.
You saw it?
No, I saw the trailer and I was like,
No.
no need to see this one.
Yeah. Never saw it.
Supposedly it's amazing.
Interesting.
But yeah, and then
Joseph Quinn is in this,
oh yeah,
which is dope. Oh god, I never know how to pronounce her name. Not because I'm a piece of shit. but
Lupita
it's-
Nyong'o.
Is that it? Yeah.
I think that's how you say her
Yeah.
last name. I know
She's
it's
like the
Lupita.
main character. Joseph Quinn is in it, and also
Jimon Hansu.
oh my gosh, yeah, Jaman Hansu. Yeah, he was in the second one. So
Oh, he was.
yeah, he's in the second one.
So he
it's kinda
survives at
dope.
least like 480 days.
Yeah, so it's kind of dope to see that he is in this one too. Yeah, obviously it's called Day One, so it literally shows how the alien scum comes to Earth and just ruins everything. It looks fucking crazy. If you haven't seen the trailer, like the full trailer, not the Super Bowl trailer, go watch it. It looks insane, dude. I'm
Yeah.
stoked about this. Fun fact, Nicole and I's first actual date outside of the house after COVID, because when we started dating was during the lockdown, so we didn't really get to leave the house. But our first date outside of the house was A Quiet Place too.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cute.
Yeah.
So that means that you and I are not going to go see Day One together.
Also, it was kind of cool because Nicole didn't know that the girl in A Quiet Place was deaf. Many of you know that I am a very big jerk about making fun of my girlfriend but not actually making fun of her because I'm very sensitive to her
Playful
situation.
teasing.
But my girlfriend is also deaf, and so she really, really likes those movies quite a bit. Yeah. Anyways,
We, sorry, just to like steamroll past that, just kind of looking at the time. We got a trailer for the Knuckles spin-off TV show.
it is still Idris voicing the character,
Yeah.
and it's supposed to tie into the movie Sonic 3 coming out at some point.
And it's
but-
supposed to be a one and done like season series.
Mhm.
I'm not thrilled that it ties in because I don't know how much I wanted or needed this show. But if
When
it
you
ties in,
have
I'm gonna
a name
watch
as
it.
big as Idris Elba attached to it, like,
I'm
get
gonna
it.
have to watch it. Yeah,
I think it'll be good.
I'm sure it'll be on par.
Because
With
there's
a half
other
step down.
characters that I don't know if Sonic's in it. Maybe he has like a scene or two, but there's other people in it in the trailer,
Yeah,
right? Yeah. So I don't know. Whatever.
I'm gonna end up watching it. It's like one of those things where you didn't ask for it, and you're not thrilled that it's being given to you, but you're still gonna do it.
I call that life.
Okay. Thought
I
you were-
didn't ask for it. I'm not thrilled that I'm here, but I'm making the best out of it.
Also, why do I have to pay taxes? Let's
All
get
right,
let's
the
get
fucking
to the big one.
the peanut butter and jelly of this.
Oh, Deadpool 3.
Deadpool 3.
Only it's not
Also-
Deadpool 3 anymore.
It is not.
What is
It's Wolverine and asshole.
Wolverine is an asshole. You're right, but
You didn't see this? So after they put it out, so technically the movie is called Deadpool and Wolverine, but Hugh Jackman reposted it as Wolverine and asshole. and then said, And then said, "There, I fixed it."
That's amazing. I love that.
Yeah.
I love that for him.
Sorry. I thought you were like a nerd or something, but I guess I was wrong.
I'm gonna humble you when we get to trivia time. That's for damn sure.
Fuck you. No, I'm really nervous about it.
I didn't even come up with the question, so it won't be me humbling you. We finally get a trailer though for Deadpool and Wolverine, formerly known as Deadpool 3.
Mhm.
I mean, fuck yeah. So this takes place a couple of years after the post credits of Deadpool 2, where he goes back, saves Peter with, Mustache Man, Starfire, not Starfire,
Vanessa,
well, yeah, Vanessa.
everybody. X-Force. He saves X-Force.
Yeah, we don't see Terry Crews or Skarsgård, but
Yeah. Oh, Shatterstar.
Shatterstar, thank you.
Yeah.
But I mean, it, first off, delivers on just still having the Deadpool vibe. Even though now it's under Disney, Marvel, they make jokes about it.
And we kind of called this a while ago, that because of the fact that at the end of Deadpool 2, Deadpool fixes and steals Cable's time machine, and he goes back and he's like trying to kill Adolf Hitler as a baby, and he's like, oh, this is way harder than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Like, this, because of this, the TVA gets involved because he's messing with the timeline.
Yeah.
No Morbius. Fucking god damn it.
No
No
Mobius.
Mobius. Why did they do that? You motherfucker. Can't you just name him like Steven or Jonathan?
Jonathan?
You gotta give us Morbius and Mobius in the same universe. We're supposed to be able to tell it apart. Ugh. You go. I'm mad.
Okay. First up, just looks hilarious. We do see him being taken by the TVA. He's talking to a dude. I forget the actor's name. He's in the TV show Succession. And there's so much. There's so many little Easter eggs here and there.
Just go through, like, there's a part where they tell him, like, hey, you're special, and you could be a part of the bigger picture. You could be part of this. And they show, like, TV screens, and it's got the Avengers, the OG Avengers on there. And Captain America pops up on the screen, and Deadpool, a.k.a. Wade Wilson, salutes him. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, and we get glimpses from a lot of those leaked set photos with, the crumbled down Fox Century or 21st Century logo.
Which is amazing because the X-Men Fox universe is now becoming part of the MCU, so they're like, this is in shambles.
So they're pruning it.
We'll save you.
Because we
Yeah.
also see, kind of in this wasteland, that we see Eliath from Loki Season 1 come in and just eat a TVA
Somebody.
agent.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious, because then that means that Fox and all that stuff has been pruned, no longer relevant. It exists, but not really.
Yeah. They show a variant, or at least what we could assume is a variant of Wolverine. You only get the back of his head, but there's already speculation, and there has been rumors prior to even this trailer coming out that it's either Daniel Radcliffe or Taron Egerton. The only thing that we can confirm is that he is much smaller than Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
So it is a variant of Wolverine, but he's also wearing a white jacket, which means he could be
Patches. Or Patch. Patches O'Houlihan.
not One Piece. This isn't One Piece.
Oh, I was going to go, if you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Patches O'Houlihan.
Yeah. Patch, who used to work with, what was that Hulk variation called? Joe something of another. He's a gangster.
There's rumors that we're going to get multiple variations of Logan, Wolverine. We've even heard rumors that Carl Urban is going to play a variant of Wolverine. Daniel Radcliffe, Taron Egerton,
Daphne Keane coming
and
back.
somebody is going to take up the mantle going forward, and we don't know who that is yet. And I'm hoping this movie will clear it up for us. That'd be really cool.
That would be really cool. I mean,
I really want it to be Daphne Keane.
Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah.
I mean, the name is there. So give us the new Wolverine at the end of it.
Daphne Keane.
That'd be fantastic.
I'm all for it.
I would
X-23
love that.
would be the... I was going to say the tits, but she would be the shit.
Yeah. I see why you stopped yourself. I don't understand why you went on to explain it without just saying it the first time and then explaining it afterwards.
Well, I didn't want to hurt your feelings, so...
Wow, that's mean. Fuck. We do get a glimpse. Oh my goodness, I forgot the actor's name already. The guy that played Pyro.
Oh yeah, his last name. But he played Pyro in X2. He was the guy who couldn't create fire, but he could manipulate it. So he always was playing with a Zippo lighter.
Yeah.
He's in this, and he's in his comic accurate suit, which is cool.
Yeah. I mean, he was this guy was in all three X-Men. He just had a bigger part in X2. He was kind of like a classmate in the first one.
Yeah, I haven't seen the originals in a while.
Yeah.
I remember him from the second and third one for sure.
Yeah.
I don't remember him in the first one, but
very, very small part.
Yeah.
He's like flicking his lighter behind his back, creating the fireballs, and then Bobby like freezes it, and that's how Rogue is like, Bobby. And that's about it. Yeah, I think that's literally all that he has for screen time.
Nice.
Aaron Stanford. Sorry, I was just rambling while I was trying to pull up his name, so we didn't like circle back to it. Aaron Stanford is coming back. I didn't even recognize him at first.
But there's somebody sitting next to him with their face covered, and I have no fucking clue who that is.
I don't either. And then, like a moment or two later, there is someone, with a cloak, with a mask on, and
they're doing something.
We kind of thought differently on this.
I sent you a newer thing. Recently, and now I take what I said back, but I'll definitely own what I said earlier. So go ahead.
Yeah, and it's just like a blink and you'll miss it kind of thing, but it's a flowy cloak, a hood, and some sort of mask. And at first I was like, is that Dr. Doom? And I like rewound, but I was watching on my phone, so very small picture, and I was like, I don't know, but I think that might be Dr. Doom, especially if we're gonna tie in the Fox, like Fantastic Fours, to give them a send off. I was like, that would make sense. But you had originally said that it looked more like
Taskmaster. I thought it looked like Taskmaster, but now, like literally, like maybe a half an hour before we started recording, I sent you a new thing where it's a way closer up shot, and it doesn't look like either of those people.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like Doom or I don't know who the fuck that's supposed to be. I don't fucking know, man. This trailer has so many cool Easter eggs, and there's so many set photos that we know that weren't in the trailer. We know Cyclops, Sabretooth are coming back.
Which would make sense because at the end of the trailer when we see like Deadpool laying on the ground and there's a comic book and it's a cover from Secret Wars number 5 where it is Doom on one side and I think it's Sabretooth on the other side. I don't know for sure, but just the way that it looks
Yeah.
I haven't read it, so I'm not entirely sure. But for Sabretooth to come back, and that's also why I saw that thing about the comic book before I went back and rewatched the trailer. And that's what led me to think that person was Doom.
Yeah.
Still not convinced, especially with that still photo that you sent me, where you're like, this is what it is. Is this Doom? I don't know. And I was like, it doesn't look like Doom.
There's also a part in the preview where they show a person from the back with a bald head. And a lot of people originally were speculating that it was Charles Xavier, but it is, or the popular belief is that it is not. It is Cassandra Nova. And Cassandra Nova is a parasite that was born in the astral plane. And she mobilized herself into a body, and she steals some of Charles Xavier's abilities, and she's able to also telepathically connect to other mutants. But unlike Charles Xavier, she is hell-bent on genocide and destruction. And people are speculating that this is the main villain of the movie, which would be fucking dope.
Yeah, that would be rad. I didn't know anything about her until you were telling me about her earlier.
Yeah.
Super. I think that would be incredible.
Yeah.
Because then you could get like the Fantastic Four, like from Fox, the X-Men, like all kind of like teaming up.
This is the end of Fox, so they're gonna bring in everybody or some people from all of those franchises, then they're going to end all of those franchises in this movie, so that the MCU will be the timeline going forward.
Yeah.
Well, until Secret Wars, and then we'll get a little bit more of that. But after that, Secret Wars is supposed to kind of reset so that we can keep pumping out Marvel movies without our OG characters.
Right.
Yeah. At least from what I've read.
And maybe some recast OG characters, but not OG actors.
Tell us about the end of the preview. Probably the fucking peanut butter and jelly of it.
Well, we see...
I made that up. Do you like that?
I do. The peanut butter and jelly of it? Yeah. It's better than bread and butter. Had that a lot as a child.
I was trying to think of like different, instead of like the meat and potatoes, you know?
Yeah.
It's like the peanut butter and jelly.
The peanut butter and jelly. But we see Deadpool laying on the ground. There's a shadow coming up. There's a very distinct winged hair silhouette.
It's Batman.
Surprisingly, Michael Keaton comes into frame, and then you just see arms come up just from the shadows, and then shink, the claws come out.
No. What's funny about it is Deadpool is like laying there, clearly hurt, and he goes, "Hey man, like help me up, you big ape." And then you see the shink, the claws come out, and Deadpool goes, "Actually, I'm good here. I don't need any help."
And then you just see, still from behind, so you don't see Hugh Jackman's face, but you do see the Wolverine costume.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's basically stabbing him.
Mwah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. We took so much time on this. Let's go ahead and hop right into sponsor number one. I know that we had a couple other things, but...
Well, we're not going to talk much about Halo, so I mean we're okay.
We're at an hour.
Okay. Are we fucking seriously?
We're at 54 minutes, yeah.
Holy fuck. Okay, yeah.
Well, we're getting an Evil Dead 3. Dakota Johnson's throwing a ton of shade on the Madam Web thing, which just so ready to go see that on Wednesday. And then the last thing's a bummer, so I'm not going to say that one. But if you like energy drinks, check out Raise Energy. You know, 0 calories, 0 sugar, 0 crash. Pretty good. If you don't like energy drinks, they've got a lot of other things to choose from protein-packed desserts, supplements, and some plant-based options. So listen up, learn how to save 15% We'll be right back with you for some trivia. What's up, nerds? I wanted to take a minute and talk to you about Raze Energy, an incredible energy drink that provides max energy with zero crash. Raze Energy takes a giant leap of faith with instilling a high-quality formula to bring a powerful, yet sustained, energetic experience to help you push your workouts and focus to the next level. Perfect for anyone at any time, empowered by their Refresh formula technology, Raze Energy delivers a performance-enhancing energy drink that aids in multiple different categories that include targeted focus, better recovery time, improved clean energy levels, and a boost in stamina and hydration. But most importantly, every can of Raze Energy has absolutely 0 calories, 0 sugar, and 0 carbohydrates to give you a smarter and healthier option. So don't settle for an energy drink that contains more sugar and carbohydrates than you can count. Instead, head over to repsports.com. That's REPPSPORTS.com and use the promo code NERDPODCAST at checkout for 15% off your order. Or if you don't know what you want, go ahead and click the link that's in the description to get a $50 sample pack for free. All you do is you cover the cost of shipping. Again, make sure you use promo code NERDPODCAST at checkout to let them know that we sent you. Okay, friends, it is trivia time. Jake, are you ready for this?
Nope.
All right. Well, here's your question, whether you're ready or not. So, in the world of DC Comics, who did the Justice League conquer, and what mysterious artifact did they wield to secure their triumph, thereby triggering the rupture of the Source Wall and the subsequent unleashing of primordial forces such as the Omega Titans, Perpetua, and Umbrax upon the universe?
Okay. So, first part of the question was who did they defeat? Darkseid. Right? Wrong? Shit.
Nope,
Okay.
not
Read it
Darkseid.
again.
In the world of DC Comics, who did the Justice League conquer, and what mysterious artifact did they wield to secure their triumph, thereby triggering the rupture of the Source Wall and the subsequent unleashing of primordial forces such as the Omega Titans, Perpetua, and Umbrax upon the universe? So this is a two-part question.
Yeah, the Omega Titans would have thought that would have been tied to Darkseid. Does the Omega... What? Granny Goodness? No?
It is not a singular thing. So,
fuck.
should I have said whom?
Okay.
Whom did the Justice League conquer?
Tied to the Omega, though?
Only the Omega Titans. Not necessarily tied to all of the Omega.
Woof. Wow. We tempted fate by telling Marty to make these harder, and he stumped you last week and stumping me this week, potentially here. Did the Justice League... All right, one more time.
So, I changed a couple of words just for how I would speak. It might actually help you. In the realm of DC Comics, whom did the Justice League conquer, and what mysterious artifact did they wield to secure their triumph, thereby triggering the rupture of the Source Wall and the subsequent unleashing of primordial forces such as the Omega Titans?
Green Lantern Corps?
No.
Fuck! Okay, I have no idea. Who? What?
The Dark Knights.
What was the artifact?
The artifact was Element X, also known as the 10th metal.
Fuck you, Marty. That was hard. That was really hard. I saw him on Saturday, and he had said that he wanted to, once he stumped both of us, he would know where the line
where
was.
the line is.
Yeah, so he just stumped both of us. So hopefully he doesn't.
So,
Damn, that was good.
I mean, some of the Dark Knights, their alignment, it's not evil. It's just bad, according to DCFandom.com.
I'm going to text him right now and be like, I did not. Because he is curious about it.
From the Dark Multiverse. And it's from the Batman Who Laughs storyline. Former members being Dr. Arkham, Batroc-itis, Beyonder, Castle Bat, Mindhunter.
Let's move on.
Yeah.
I'm ashamed.
You know, for being ashamed, there is something that you can put on that just really will enhance the flavor of it.
What's that?
Well, you should know. It's a pickled habanero.
Oh, you fucking douchebag. I was like, what are you talking about?
We still have more to talk about after this.
I know, yeah. So, yeah, we are not doing any nerd news this week, so we're just going
for you.
We're just going
You
straight
still struck
into
out.
sponsor number 2, which is a pickled habanero and garlic hot sauce that goes on practically anything. Listen up, we'll tell you more about it.
Hey, you nerds. Do you love spice? Supporting small businesses? What about enhancing the flavor of your favorite foods? If you said yes to any of those, our good friends over at Crybaby Craig's have the perfect solution for you. Crybaby Craig's is a pickled habanero and garlic hot sauce that goes perfectly with your favorite foods, adding the perfect amount of spice and enhancing the flavor of everything it touches. Started in Minneapolis by Craig back in 2012, Crybaby Craig's has become a Minneapolis and Minnesota staple in the sauce world. So head over to crybabycraigs.com and order yours today. You're bringing it in.
Oh, shit. Well, Halo Season 2 dropped. It's about as good as Halo Season 1.
Which don't be that salty about it. I mean, there's the combat.
As salty as I want about it. It's trash.
Well, you know that salt is not good for you, Jake. You have internal organ problems.
You have internal organ problems.
It's true. I take a blue pill. I don't. I guess technically, yeah. Sweet. So I know the difference between inside and outside. Sweet. Do we start that over again? No, we're just going to go with it.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, she doesn't listen. That's fine. No, I mean, the combat in the fight scenes still are awesome,
Yes.
just like they
Yes.
were in the first season.
Okay, let me reiterate. First 10 minutes of episode 1, season 2,
Fantastic.
fucking awesome.
The grappling hook, like
the
from
remaining 45 minutes of the episode, hot garbage.
yeah. Yep.
Episode 2, kind of similar, but the 10 minutes was not in the beginning. It was just kind of
Like in the middle.
in the middle.
Yeah, I mean,
And
first off, we
stoked.
already kind of spoiled that, but spoiler alert, I guess. I
want to like it so bad.
I want to the point where when they referenced stuff in the first 2 episodes of season 2, I was like, I don't remember that from season 1. So I went back. I haven't finished season 1 yet because I'm trying to figure out, because now as I've been rewatching it, I'm like, I have more questions as to how we got to where we are in season 2, they're not answered. Kwan Ha is back on the rubble. We left her on Madrigal. How did she get back? How did she get tagged as an indentured servant? Yeah. How did she get tagged for indentured servitude on the rubble? Makee died. How is she alive? How did that happen? Why did they take Cortana out of John?
I assume that'll be back later.
Hopefully they took a bunch of the fan criticism of like, Cortana's supposed to be on a chip that goes in his helmet. So hopefully that's what happens.
Yeah.
Fix it. Fix it. I have seen indie films and short films about Halo that blow the show out of the water. Also, I didn't think it was possible for Master Chief to wear his armor and helmet less than Season 1, and they beat it in Episode 1 of Season 2.
It's also you can chalk it up to it's trying to match gameplay all you fucking want, but the graphics are trash. Hot fucking trash. Hot fucking trash, Chad.
Oh, I'm not...
Chad!
Okay.
Hot trash.
Agreed. There. Now you can't talk over me. I do like that the graphics of the Covenant match the game so much. In a live action scenario, they don't match so much. And it's probably because the same studio that did all the remasters and the latest Halo games is the one that's helping produce, right? So they just copy and paste it. I get it. Doesn't make it look better.
Make it animated then.
Yeah, just let it all be CGI. 100%. I'm
I would have been all over that. The second you decide to make a live action thing and then put animated shit in it that doesn't look live action, if you're going to use CGI, great. Whatever. Whatever is at your disposal. Do better.
Yeah.
Or
I mean, look
fucking don't do it at all.
Godzilla -1. That looked incredible. That is a joke to a lot of indie film budgets.
No.
And the CGI in that is phenomenal. Minus the fact that Godzilla's eyes don't move, but whatever. Yeah, but it's also like Michael Keaton in the original Batman. Like, if he wanted to look left, you know, like, he had to, like, turn his whole body.
Up.
Yeah.
Up is the best. Have you seen that? Like...
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
But also, like, I don't... Like, I care about the universe that Halo exists in because I'm an avid fan of the games. I haven't read all the books. I did read one about the Fall of Reach, which is kind of where we're at. But if that's the case, Season 2 should be the end of the show. Because then there's a video game that covers the story. Not from Master Chief's perspective, but from the other Spartans. And then where that game ends, 2 months pass, and then we are at Halo 1. Combat Evolved, whatever. This should be the end of the show. It should. It looks cool. Sometimes it is cool to see, like, from the heads-up display of the Spartans. You see all the video game HUD displays, which is cool. I don't care about what a random pirate halfway across the galaxy is doing that has nothing to do with the Halo story. Now, am I going to keep watching it? Yes. My brain won't let me stop.
Finish it.
Yeah.
Finish it.
I hope that there's not a third season.
Yeah. I would really like to see this remade animated.
That would be
animated. This
fantastic.
would be so much better. Live action is just not cutting it.
Yeah.
There's too much that they want to do. That was my problem with it, is that they want to do all this cool fucking shit with it, that they're animating it, and it's like, just make it animated.
Just do it all.
If you can't do it right, live action, just don't do live action. Just make it animated.
Yeah.
Stupid. It's a simple fucking thing. We love animated shit.
Absolutely.
Fans in general, especially players of an animated game, love animated shit.
Yeah.
If you can't do live action properly, or you don't have the funding for it, animate.
And over the course of not just 6 Halo games, but also like ODST, Reach, Spartan Combat Warfare, whatever, like between all of those, I guarantee that there's enough motion capture
That you could just use a lot of
that
that.
you can just use that and reanimate the motion capture of a certain character.
Yeah.
And then just have voice actors. Especially because it's the game developers that are producing the show. That's not going to break their budget. Just do better by fans. Also, as much as I'm okay with Pablo Schreiber, like, being Master Chief, I don't need to see Pablo Schreiber's face.
Or his ridiculous abs.
Or everybody's ass in the
I
show.
said abs.
I'm saying ass. Because...
Dude, do you think that guy picks his nose with his thumb? His nostrils are ridiculously big.
Oh, on my bingo card for tonight's episode, I did not think we'd talk about how Pablo Schreiber picks his nose.
Wild.
I didn't notice, but I guarantee you, as I watch season 1's finale tonight, I'm going to.
Not in a mean way. I got a big nose. I could probably get a thumb in there if I needed to. You know?
Yeah.
I'm not talking shit. I was just like, I can really see the inside of this man's nose. Just like from a front camera.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And, like, he's a tall dude, but he's not that tall. So the forced perspective to make you feel like you're looking up at him is, like, very forced perspective. As I'm rewatching season 1, and he's standing next to someone who is, like, 6 foot tall, and he's, like, 6'3", but then the camera's, like, like, looking up to make it seem like he's so much taller. You're like... A second ago, I could not see the ceiling. Now I see only ceiling and Pablo Schreiber in the back of someone's head. I get it.
Enough. Enough.
Enough. So let's go
Till
ahead
next week.
Should we close out this episode, Jake?
Let's close her out.
Okay.
For like an hour and a half, probably.
Not quite. What do you have for honorable mentions?
What did I have? I don't know.
TV shows.
Yeah, no, I just can't remember what I said earlier.
Jodie Foster.
Oh, yeah. True Detective, season 4. It's called True Detective Night
Season 4.
something.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, it's called like the Night Watcher, something fucking dumb. The show itself is really fucking good. Night Country.
Yep.
Got
Night
it
Country.
before you did.
Look at you, faster than Google.
I didn't.
Proud of you.
It's called True Detective Night Country. Really fucking good. And it ties into season 1 with Matthew McConaughey.
That was something that, because I haven't watched them, but when you were trying to like tell me about it without giving it away too much, because I was like, I'm eventually going to watch this. That was one of your theories. You're like, it seems like it could.
Yeah. It's kind of a bummer because I've been telling people, especially my girlfriend, that you don't have to watch any of the other seasons because each season is different, and now this season is tying into season 1. And I was like, son of a bitch, you might have to watch season 1. It's so good. It's really intricate, and I don't want to accidentally give anything away, so I'm not going to talk about it. It's on HBO Max. Watch season 1 first, and then not rewatch, but then watch season 4, and tell me what you think, because I am watching season 4, and I now need to go back and rewatch season 1 to see what I missed. And that pisses me off a little bit. And the only other thing I'm avidly watching once a week is Masters of the Air, which is on
Apple, right?
Apple. Yes, I almost said Amazon Prime.
And that's also Glenn Powell, to circle back to his glow up year.
Glenn Powell's not in that.
No, it's Austin Butler. I'm sorry.
Glenn Powell is in Maverick,
yeah,
which is another airplane movie, but no.
I got them confused for a second, so I take
Austin
back
Butler and Barry Keoghan. It's a lot of fun. I'm enjoying it. It's every Friday. Those are the things that I am. Your turn, Chad.
So I rewatched the first season of Moon Knight. Very enjoyable. I haven't rewatched it since it came out, and you mentioned that you had started rewatching. I was like, oh.
I started watching it with my son on nights that Nicole was at work. And I was like, oh, it's on Disney Plus. Let's watch. I've seen it once. I love this show. I'm going to start rewatching it. And it's kind of creepy. And I was like,
too much for an
constantly like covering his eyes. And I was like, I can't watch this with you, bud. So I unfortunately had to stop watching it. I will finish it. But you beat me. Defeated.
I don't have a lot of things to do on weeknights, so it's very easy for me to do that. And then I also rewatched The Marvels. Loved it yet
Villain,
again.
A little boring. Movie, great.
Yeah.
I've said it before a couple times. I'm going to say it one more time. The villain just gave me MGK vibes. With the silver teeth, and I'm just not... Yeah. Why did you do that?
It was a choice. It was a
really bad choice.
Oh, I'm not disagreeing. I was just going to leave it as it's a choice. Well, other than that, I mean, for our listeners, we appreciate you so much. If you like what we're doing, I mean, head on over to buymeacoffee.com. It's a great way to support the show. It's a monthly subscription where you get some bonus behind the scenes, both from this show and our other podcast, which is Kobolds in the Basement podcast. If you don't want to give us money on a monthly basis, I mean, I get it, but it's a little lame. So just head on over to our new website over at www.allthingsnerdpod.com. Thank you to Marty over at DigiCat Tech, who has also been providing us with our trivia every episode. Awesome dude. Created us a sweet site, and it is doing a lot for us. So
slightly blood related to another awesome dude who's a part of this show.
Marty and I are related.
As to say, I won't say who, but it's actually me.
I'm so glad that you're the one to tell me that I'm related to Marty.
You wish you were related to Marty.
Yes. Not going to hide that fact. But also reach out to him for any like web design or marketing needs. He's a fucking wizard. He really
If you don't believe us, go check out our website. It's amazing. And that is because of him. So, and digicatTech.com. So,
yeah. Incredible. And if you don't want to give us any money at all or even reach out to Marty, super lame. But just like, share, and subscribe. I mean, that's the best way to help the show grow realistically. At the end of the day, we still love you. Thank you
or tell it it's huge.
Listening.
Even though you know it's not.
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah. It's the perfect size.
Yeah.
And it'll just
always.
You can cut that out.
It always fits. Nope. It always fits your need. Okay? That's all I'm going to say. But in all seriousness, we love you all. Thank you so much for sticking around. And
please stay regardless of my last comment.
Yeah. This has been the All Things Nerd Podcast.